question for you today. Why would this California family pack their bags and move all the way across the country to call this small Houston, Texas suburb their new home? Well, there's a suburb that I grew up around. We're talking lake living, lake houses and condos. You're gonna have ranches, and we're talking big ranches. We're gonna be exploring Montgomery, Texas, and this really is a hidden gem. We're gonna show you a side of it that you have never seen before. And because this is a suburb with so many awesome housing options, we're gonna be getting you into those today. We're gonna give you exclusive access into some homes at multiple different price points. Some of those homes are even starting at $260,000. And we've got a little surprise for you when we show you that house. Stick around till the end of this video because we're gonna be walking you inside probably my favorite model home in the entire Houston area. And this happens to be in Montgomery. It is a $1.5 million custom home with one of my favorite home builders. And all along the way, I'm gonna be telling you what makes Montgomery so special and telling you the one thing that I feel like it's always lacked. So let's dive in. Water Point Marina is the spot here in Montgomery. This is gonna be your hub for your bars, your restaurants, your nightlife, and things to do right here on the lake. Right behind me is Fajita Jack's. This is gonna be where you're gonna come up on a Friday, Saturday night, or any night for a margarita, good Tex-Mex. They also have other restaurants here that are great. My favorite is Akashi. That's gonna be your sushi spot. They also have a hibachi grill for the kiddos. And then Keith, our videographer here, loves the all-you-can-eat crab right here at Monty's Lighthouse. Now, growing up here, this has been around for a while, but I would say the one thing that Montgomery lacked was amenities. It felt like you were kind of giving up something to live in Montgomery. If you wanted that space, you were gonna have to commute back to Conroe for a lot of your daily necessities. Now they've had a Walmart here for a while, but outside of that, it was kind of it. And it was always perplexing to me as to how much money was out here, what cool housing options were out here with being right here on the lake, and what lack of food and I guess dining options you had. It just didn't make sense to me. But we're finally starting to get that. See, we're right here on the south side of Lake Conroe, which connects Conroe to Montgomery. We're on Highway 105, and this is where all of the growth is headed. It's headed from Conroe out west towards Montgomery and actually beyond Montgomery now. And so you're getting your Chipotle's, you're getting your big grocery stores, your Chick-fil-A's and your Starbucks, all of those things that you really can't live without. You no longer are having to drive all the way back into Conroe for those things. Now, a big component of living in Montgomery is that lake life I mentioned. You've got tons of different housing options, and a lot of them are gonna be actually right here on the lake. You've got condos, you've got multi-million-dollar mansions, and you can just cruise right up here on your boat, have a bite to eat, have a drink, and then head right back on home. And this isn't just a place for a weekend getaway. A lot of people call the lake home. They actually live here as a primary residence. Now you'll get some people that are just out here every now and then or have rentals on the lake, but for the most part, the people that live here actually live here. Now there's a lot to know about Lake Conroe. I'm not gonna go too much into it in this video. We actually have a vlog of the entire lake. It'll take you on a boat tour with Keith, myself. The boat went really slow that day, but we got the whole lake covered for you in the vlog. But that'll explain what all you can do. But really, this is the best lake in the Houston area if you want to come out, boat, and have fun. And the best place to live on the lake, in my opinion, is on the Montgomery side. I don't know about you, but I want to be on the lake right now after watching that. So one of the things we don't do a ton of is feature super affordable home options in our videos, but we really wanted to show you this community today because one, I think a lot of people are moving to Montgomery. There is a ton of growth right now, and there is one neighborhood that a lot of our clients through YouTube keep buying in, and so I thought, well, we should probably share that with the viewers if they keep ending up there. And one of the reasons they're ending up there is what I alluded to, and we're gonna show you right now, which is this is the only neighborhood I've seen in the entire Houston area where you can get homes that are new for $260,000 with this feature. And if you're sticking around for that custom home, you're gonna have to wait till the end, but we are getting you the first look inside of this brand new, absolutely gorgeous model home. I'm telling you, if you're interested in Montgomery because you want more space, you're gonna wanna see this house. We're gonna be showing you inside of some new construction homes under $300,000 that are zoned to these A-rated schools, and it's actually a neighborhood that I've sold multiple homes in. In fact, through that process, we met Connor, and Connor is on our team now. He was one of their head salespeople here. We stole him because he's really good at helping clients with new construction. But I think you're gonna be blown away by what you can get here. And what's the coolest feature of this neighborhood that you were telling me about?
It's got to be the lake access, direct access to Lake Conroe right at the front of the community.
Which we're gonna get to that here in a second, but first we gotta show you inside of this brand new construction home for $260,000.
Let's do it.
All right, the first thing I notice when we walk in here is the air conditioning, because it is hot outside.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's show the people the house first, and then Connor, I got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
So this is it. We're 1,400 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And is this what people can expect in every home out here as far as the finishes go? Is this at the top end, the bottom end?
This is the bottom end. So this is what any buyer could expect minimum to see in their home, minus the furniture that they would bring for themselves.
For $260,000, you're getting granite, you're getting these nice cabinets with the cabinet pulls.
Sometimes,
Ooh, got it.
depends.
Great, okay. And then as far as special things about this community, you mentioned direct lake access. So what does that look like here?
Yeah, so there's gonna be a boat ramp right when you pull in the community, just for community members only. So they'll have access right to Lake Conroe, hop on their boat, get out there, go tubing.
Nice, and you're right here on the south side of the lake, which is definitely gonna be the more, I would say, recreationally friendly part of the lake. And so, yeah, you're like, we're literally right across the street.
Yeah, it's like you could bark your boat here, get in it, go a mile here at Fajita Jacks.
This is 1,400 square feet, which it actually doesn't feel that small, but this being the smallest, how big do the homes get out here?
Yeah, they get all the way up to 3,000 square feet.
So much bigger.
Right, right. And some of the lots get over 10,000 out here as well.
So this one's a 3-bedroom. You've got the primary or the master back off this way. Do they all come with a covered patio?
They're all gonna have a covered patio standard back here.
Nice. Yeah, once again, this doesn't feel tiny. It doesn't feel, you hear 1,400 square feet and you think an apartment, but this feels like a house.
Yeah, and for perspective, you can see how a king bed fits in here perfectly with plenty of extra walking space.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
I might not get up. All right, and then pretty good sized bathroom too. Got the dual vanities. You have the
Extra large
seat in the shower.
Seriously.
Heck yeah. 260 grand, it's not bad.
That's huge.
Pretty good deal.
And I think one of the things that makes the home feel bigger is just the fact that Meritage does this a lot, the open concepts, right? You walk in the front door, you can already see the back of the home. It just makes the home feel bigger. It allows you to enjoy it and flow front to back. And even from here, you've got a vantage point to see everything in the house.
Yeah, and I don't want to oversell this home. It's a cool house. It's a really good price. There's one other thing you told me about Meritage as far as energy efficiency that I thought might be good, just people that aren't even looking to buy a Meritage. You typically don't get this in most newer homes.
Right. Yeah, that thing is spray foam insulation. So that's going to come standard in every single Meritage home across the country. Spray foam insulation is going to save your energy bills up to 50%
Cool.
a month.
And we can see that?
We can see it right over here.
Let's check it out.
Look at that. Insulation all the way up to the roof jacks.
Very cool. Does that mean you can keep stuff in your attic and it's not going to be as hot?
Correct. So your attic temperature should never be within 5 degrees or more than 5 degrees hotter than what it is inside your home.
A lot of people don't know this, but here in Texas, we actually store most of our stuff in our attics. We don't have basements here because the water table is too high and you'll get water in your basements. So we store stuff in our attic, and they actually call them Texas basements. A lot of people will deck them with plywood, shove all your Christmas decorations up there, but I'll tell you this, here in the summer, it gets hot in the attic. You can't store everything in there because it does get too hot. So if you do have that spray foam insulation, that's a nice touch.
Absolutely.
I'm not worried about stuff just plastic melting.
You get up to 150 degrees in an attic in the summertime where it's spray foam, never more than 5 degrees hotter than the inside of your home.
5 degrees? Seriously?
5 degrees.
I actually didn't know that.
That's the rule. That's how it works.
That's why we have Connor. That's exactly why we have Connor.
So right here is going to be where our boat ramp is going to be. And not only that, there's going to be a quick care unit located on this side and some restaurants over here, and that boat ramp is going to flow directly to Lake Conroe.
And Connor might be too tall and blocking the view, but the lake's literally right here. You can see it from up on top of this hill. And is this gonna be the pool complex right here too, by the way?
Just across the street.
Okay, gotcha. So you already have splash pads here as well.
That's right.
So pool on the way, splash pads already in, you're on the lake, and this road right here, this is Highway 105. This is the main road that's gonna connect Conroe to Montgomery, and I would say this is the road that's experiencing the most growth right now. I don't know about you, but I was very surprised when I found out that you get that direct lake access for that price point. There are people paying a whole lot more money for lake access around Lake Conroe. Now, obviously, you're not directly on the water, but that's another thing I want to talk about. There are a lot of lakefront options in Montgomery. If you're looking for any type of lake house That is one of our specialties. We are at the lake all of the time. I've lived on the lake personally. I've owned homes on the lake. I've flipped properties on the lake. We've got agents that live on the lake. So if you're interested in the homes for 260, the ranches, the lake houses, or the home that we're still going to show you at the end of this video, you know what to do. Don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or go down right there in the comments below. We've got a pinned comment. Click on that survey link, fill it out, and a member of our team will reach out to you immediately. Now, before we show you that last house, let's throw it back. Let's talk about what's always made Montgomery so special. Because even though this place is getting all those new modern amenities, it still has something that I don't think a lot of other Houston suburbs have. Now, just because there's a ton of growth going on right here in Montgomery doesn't mean that there weren't plenty of awesome reasons for people to live here in the first place. This is really where people have always come to find a little bit more space, to spread out. And we're in downtown Montgomery, and this is gonna be one of the cutest historic Texas towns. If you compare it to downtown Conroe, it's gonna be a little bit smaller, but it's also gonna be a little bit more cozy and authentic. Up here, you're gonna have your antique stores in buildings that are actually from the 1800s. You've got plenty of restaurant options that are coming in. The Cozy Grape right behind me is a restaurant and a winery as well. My wife and I actually came up here and did a ghost wine tour through the historic downtown Montgomery. We walked around the outskirts, looking at some of the old mansions that are located here, looking for ghosts, but really just looking for the bottom of that wine glass. That was a good line. And with all the growth here, yeah, you are actually seeing a revitalization of the downtown area here, but they're really trying to keep that same look and feel that makes this place so special to begin with. I'm not making it up when I say that this is a historic Texas town. Montgomery is actually the birthplace of the Texas flag. So Texas roots go really deep here in Montgomery. And when I say Texas roots run deep, what I mean is this is a pretty conservative place. See, Montgomery is probably known for being one of the most conservative towns in the most conservative counties in the most conservative states. And that's one of the main reasons people I'm finding are actually moving here. After talking with the owners here, they moved from California and they were running into so many different issues there, whether it was during COVID with the mandatory mask mandates or vaccines or extra taxes, or really just having one side's political agenda shoved down their throat. And what they found is that it's pretty apolitical here. And so even though it is super conservative, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised that it's not all about politics here. It's really about good people. They were saying that in California, you could walk into a coffee shop and nobody would even say hi to you. And when opening their coffee shop up here, the one thing that they said that stands out amongst the rest is just how friendly the people are here. And a quick shameless plug, if you are in downtown Montgomery and you want some coffee, come on by Urban Coffee Culture. It's fantastic. And one more shameless plug, if you like our videos, click that like button, subscribe. That way we can keep you updated on everything that's actually going on right here in Houston. One thing that's been interesting about working with so many clients through our channel is hearing all of the reasons that they're actually leaving the places that they're moving from. And so I am curious, if you're watching this and you're even considering a move, leave down in the comments below, why are you moving? Like, what's the real thing that's moving the needle saying, I've got to get out of the state that I'm in right now? I'm genuinely curious, and I'd love to hear it down in the comments below. I really just need to understand exactly what it is that y'all are having to leave from to move here to Texas. Now, if you've got the budget to build a custom home and you're looking around the Houston area trying to figure out where the best place would be to do that, I would definitely say, especially after everything we've already shown you in this video, Montgomery is the spot. It's the spot to do that. And there's a reason you're going to see multiple neighborhoods that are these large acreage neighborhoods, which is the one we're going to right now, that are building tons of massive custom homes. And when I say custom, you can start to get into these neighborhoods over $1 million, and then they go up to $2 to $3 million. And you'll be blown away by what you can get at that $1.2, $1.5, $2 million price point here in Montgomery. This is what you've been waiting for. This is our $1.5 million brand new custom home. But before we show you inside, it's important to know that we are in a large acreage community, and there are multiple communities just like this one in Montgomery, zoned to these amazing schools, about 10 minutes from downtown Montgomery. And you're gonna find 1 to 3 acre lots out here. You can buy multiple lots as well if you want. But this is where people have always come out to get space. Montgomery has always been known for this. It's one of the best suburbs to get a custom home on an acre or two. Now, as you can see, this home is exceptionally wide. I think it's about 115 feet wide, which is much wider than any home we've shown you in master plan communities. So that really is the difference in Montgomery. That's why people have always moved out here, is you're gonna get more space. So if I'm personally moving to Montgomery, I'm gonna be moving here for something just like this. This is a massive home, and it's with one of my favorite builders. This is their brand new model home. And all in to build something like this, as I mentioned, it'd be 1.5, maybe up to $1.6 million. But this is fully custom. This isn't a pre-used floor plan like a lot of the other builders here in the Houston area. This is brand new architectural drawings that the clients would come up with. If you were to build with them, you would do the same exact thing. And you feel it right when you come into the home. You've got this massive living room that everything's kind of branches off of. And one of the things I don't love about one-stories here in the Houston suburbs is if you have a one-story, all the bedrooms are really close to each other. But when you get out here to Montgomery and you get on a lot this size, it really feels like it's spread out. You don't feel like you're right on top of each other. This living room's got some massive ceilings too. I think these are 18 or 20 foot ceilings. And you're gonna notice a lot higher level of detail in this home. As we go over here into the kitchen, these aren't your standard appliances. These are upgraded. I believe these are Gen Air appliances, and these are gonna come standard in all of their homes. If you want even higher end ones, just let them know, they'll order them and you will pay for them. And this is just one example of what they build. Because they're a custom home builder, you can really build anything you want, but there's gonna be some staples like this big kitchen island here that you're gonna see in most of their homes. If you're gonna spend this much money, you want these upgraded features, these nice touch points. One of them is also gonna be these black slider doors right here. Now these are not cheap, but they're definitely worth it. In the few months here in Texas that we get that great weather, you really can open up the home and have that indoor-outdoor connected living space. As you come into the primary suite, obviously it's big, but the one thing I want you to focus on are these windows. Not only are they massive, but focus on what's outside the windows. These homes aren't right on top of each other. You've got the really pretty trees here in the Montgomery area, and you've got plenty of space between your neighbors. You could do a pool. You got really a ton of room in the backyard. We have a client building in this neighborhood right now, and they're actually gonna be putting in a pickleball court in their backyard. Once again, not lacking anything. This bathroom is massive. You got the dual vanities, but the real highlight of this is gonna be the shower. And then Keith, check out these closets. This is just one of the two closets. Now, if it's a his and a her, I would probably say that this is a her, but check this out. This closet, I would claim personally, because there's even a little room back here where you could put like a faux shelf and have a little safe room, store your gun safe. I don't know, that's what I would do with this space. Now there are bedrooms everywhere in this home. You're pretty much off of every single corner. Check those out, and then I got one more thing to show you. Actually, I got more than one thing to show you. You got your wet bar here just off of the living room, but what I love is it connects seamlessly to this flex space. I could see you having a pool table here, or this could be an awesome media room. And if you do build a pool here, you've got those sliders as well, so you can just open it up and have that indoor-outdoor living off of this part of the house. Don't mind me, I'm just in the dog shower. This is a legitimate shower built just to clean off your pets. How cool is this? Now this is a whole other wing of the house. That way you've got some more of the bedrooms, but right here is gonna be your 3-car garage. If you're gonna build a home this big, you want room for all of your toys. Now, this is the part of the house that I'm probably most excited about. If I built this home, I would probably spend the most time up here. And the reason being is because I would probably put a golf simulator above the garage. This is cool because down below you, you don't have any bedrooms. You've got the garage, can't keep anyone up. So if the kids go to bed early, you can still come up here, hang out in this play space. And as the kids get older, well, you got bunk beds, you got a bunk room, and you've got a place for them and their friends to hang out. It was a pretty cool house, wasn't it? Well, there are a ton of homes just like this all around Montgomery. And so if that does interest you, or the first one we showed you interests you, or lake life, or ranches interest you at all, you know what to do. We are the best relocation team in Houston. I know there's other people saying that they're the best. but you can look up the numbers. They don't lie. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or click on that survey link in the comments below. That way a member of our team can reach out to you immediately. We get that process going and help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Thanks so much for watching, and go check out our next video.